Well, here's another video. Hair's messed up, so I think I'll put on my hood. My red hooded sweatshirt. You knew, or you should know, that your yawn is white. It's how you find your spirit animal. Your spirit animal is your yawn wrapped in plastic. It's what you feel like when you yawn. Moving on. The sky is always moving. Think about it. The Earth rotates around the sun and spins at the same time. Slowly, but if you pay enough attention, you can see it happening. But that's the problem with the world. You all don't pay attention enough to notice stuff like that. Unless you're a scientist, you really don't know much about Mother Nature because you worry about the pink pig lust. I'm going to randomly pick a Bible chapter to read and explain out of the New Testament. I think it's, I don't know what version it is. What version is this? The Gideon's International. I think that's telling me what version it is. Yeah, well, let's just pick. I don't know. I kind of already hit a Bible verse. I should probably go read. Proverbs 14:34, and I will read all of Proverbs 14. Righteousness exalteth a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. Reproach, not quite sure what the definition means. Righteousness exalteth a nation. I think that righteousness exalteth a nation means it makes us tired. The righteousness that we try to put into our lives makes us tired. But sin is something that makes us better, or what we think makes us better. But sin is a reproach to any people. I think that's what that means. So I'm going to go to Proverbs 14, if I can find it. Tonight was the day of the total lunar eclipse of April 15th, 2014, and it was a purple yellowish moon. And I didn't get a very good picture of it. My apologies. My webcam is not that magnifying. Okay. But on good news, you can buy my book, The Talking Mushroom and the Tree with the Strawberry Door, available on Amazon or CreateSpace.com. I prefer you go to CreateSpace.com because I get more royalties from them. But I'm sure you could just Google it on the internet and find it that way. Available now. All right. Here we go. Proverbs 14. I carry a Bible around in my pocket wherever I go because of my daughter. Not the same one because the pages are kind of tore out, and yeah, it's an older Bible. So I didn't want to ruin it. I think it's in my car. All right. Here we go. Bible 101. Which the Bible's the story about hallucinogens, so be prepared. And by the way, God is trees. Trees are God. God is wood. If you've done mushrooms, you would know this. Okay, the wise woman builds her house, but the foolish pulls it down with her hands. Pretty much, a wise woman doesn't cheat and keeps her husband happy, and vice versa. The husband's got to keep his wife happy, but the foolish pulls it down with her hands. got to touch another man to do anything, to have sex and sexual relations, I suppose. That's pretty much explanatory. I probably didn't need to talk as much about that. He who walks in his uprightness fears the Lord. Pretty much, he who walks in vanity fears the Lord, because you can be vain for so long before God says, buddy, I am going to show you that I'm God, and something bad's going to happen. Something's going to bring your cockiness down to show you that you don't need to be upright all the time. I mean, it's okay to love yourself and be a little vain sometimes, but for the most part, maybe you need to humbly walk instead of getting a hot ego about everything. But he who is perverse in his ways despises him. So, well, that's pretty explanatory. He who is perverse in his ways despises him. I don't really need to explain it. In the mouth of a fool is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise will preserve them. So, for those of you who are vain and talk about how great you are, the people that are wise will preserve you. I don't know what preserve means. I can't explain it. Sorry, I'm not that smart when it comes to vocabulary. Where no oxen are, the trough is clean, but much increase comes by the strength of an ox. So, those of you who are strong in the Lord can feed others, other creatures, other humans, other minds, just others. Others are everything else. Others. Taking care of your table, making sure it doesn't get scratched and blemished, and make sure you oil it properly. For those of you who have really nice wood tables, I mean, you can't just use water on it. You gotta put oil on that thing. You gotta take care of the coating of your table and the wood, or it's going to blemish and it's not going to look the same. So you got to take care of others. Take care of everything you own, everything that comes to your way, every thought, every outward action, every outward thought that comes your way. Take care of it, so that you can just do right with the Lord. A faithful witness does not lie, but a false witness will utter lies. That's explanatory. A scoffer seeks wisdom and does not find it, but knowledge is easy to him who understands. It is so easy to learn things about the universe and yourself and thought patterns and insights, and having intuition is easy. It's almost just something I can't run from. I don't care what I do. I can't run from intuition. It just happens. I mean, meditate on it. Physically meditate, Find your center. Find your third eye. It's your pineal gland. It's in the center of your brain. It's the seat of the soul. Meditate. You can meditate standing up. I don't care. All you have to do to meditate is just don't swallow for a while. Simple as that. From what I understand, I was told you can meditate however you want. You can meditate standing up. You can meditate laying down. I prefer to meditate in the lotus position. But no matter what you do not breathe through your nose in the lotus position. I warned you. Go from the presence of a foolish man,
when you do not perceive in him the lips of knowledge.
That pretty much means don't hang out with people that are foolish. Don't hang out with those that are just going to bring you down and cause you to do things that you wouldn't normally do.
The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit.
Hold on a minute. Okay, I don't care about that right now. Deceit, betrayal. It's the weakness. The weakness of fools is their deceit, their evil ways. What goes around comes around.
Fools mock at sin, but among the upright there is favor. I'm not understanding all these words. Fools mock at sin, but among the upright,
among those that are vain, they have a lot of power that most of them don't even know about how good they can do society around them.
The heart knows its own bitterness, and the stranger does not share its joy.
Someone you don't know is not going to share their joy with you. I mean, they're just gonna. They're not going to understand anything what's going on with you. You're not going to understand them. So you have to break the ice somehow by trying to have a conversation and finding even grounds to find out if you guys are on the same page. If you're not on the same page with somebody, you probably aren't going to get along with them, and you're probably not going to be their acquaintance / friend / lover, whatever. You got to be on the same page. But you should not date somebody that has the same ocular dominance as you. If you're right-eyed, don't date right-eyed people. If you're both-eyed, don't date both-eyed people. If you're left-eyed, don't date left-eyed people. Find somebody that's a different ocular dominance from you, and you'll probably... I mean, you only got a 50-50 chance if you're going to the other two that you aren't. You got a 50-50 chance, so find out your type. Find out if you can live with both-eyed or right-eyed or left-eyed or which one you like the most. Just stay away from people that look through life the same way you do. I mean, it's just never going to work. That's why there's 60% of people getting divorced nowadays, because nobody understands ocular dominance.
The house of the wicked will be overthrown, but the tent of the upright will flourish. I'm a little confused, but pretty much if you do bad shit's going to happen. You can't run around pooping outside and not expect a consequence unless you're camping. Other than that, you're going to get it. Karma's going to catch up and you're going to get it. What goes around comes around. But the people of those that are upright and understand how to use their vanity and their self-love for good, good things are gonna happen. Do good, think good, good shit happens. There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. I don't care what you do. You run your life around doing bad all the time, you can do good all the time, but guess what? We all have one thing in common. We all die. Even in laughter the heart may sorrow, and the end of mirth may be grief. You know, I'm contemptually sad. All the time. You know, I'm always contemptually sad. The backslider in heart will be filled with his own ways, but a good man will be satisfied from above. You know, this is a misconception the Bible has. Heaven's not up. The sky's on fire, so heaven's not up. Heaven is the earth. The earth is to have, the moon is to heal, and the sun is to nurture. That's life. Shout out to my stepbrother Josh. So, the simple believes every word, but the prudent considers well his steps. You know, I mean, it seems like people open up their heart for so many times. You fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But I'm one of the people that my heart's an open book. I just, whatever. I prefer to be that way, and I always do that. You know, I don't believe every word people say to me. You know, I guess I have this curse that if I know somebody well enough, or even not even well enough, just depending on the vibes I get from their aura, I know if you're lying to me. You know, I may not say something, or I may catch it later on after you leave or after we're not talking anymore, but I don't know. You know, and you should consider how people say things, how their body language is, how their tone is, and you should be able to notice other people's emotions during conversation. Not a lot of people pay attention to that nowadays. A wise man fears and departs from evil, but a fool rages and is self-confident. Self-explanatory. A quick-tempered man acts foolishly, and the man of wicked intentions is hated. Self-explanatory. The simple inherit folly. I'm not sure what folly means in this, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. People that live in the Lord, they know a lot. They know a lot more than you think they do, and you look at them like, oh, they're just Bible bashers. They think better, they emotionally take care of themselves better than some people do, so why knock on them? This book is the greatest book written. I may have wrote a book too, but it's not as good as this one. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. You know what? I gotta look up folly. I don't know what that means. They've been saying it a lot. Oh, foolishness. I suppose. Okay. Foolishness. The simple inherit foolishness. Huh. The simple inherit foolishness, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. Prudent means acting with or showing care and thought for the future. So, I didn't realize it was bad to be simple. I mean, maybe being simple is just living in sin. And those that look towards the future and care about things and people, maybe they have greater knowledge, I suppose. The poor man, the evil will bow before the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. The poor man is hated even by his own neighbor, but the rich has many friends. He who despises his neighbor sins, but he who has mercy on the poor, happy is he. Do they not go astray who devise evil? But mercy and truth belong to those who devise good. Who have good, who have evil, who do good. In all labor there is profit, but idle chatter leads to only to poverty. Don't be a Gabby Abby. Just don't talk about people. Don't spread rumors. Just don't worry about it. If you don't need to talk about other people. The crown of the wise is their riches, but the foolishness of fools is folly. The foolishness of fools is foolishness. Is foolish. The foolishness of fools is foolish. Energy. Oh, I don't remember what that was. Here. The entire physical universe is made up of pure energy and vibration. When you have the insight to see everything as vibration, the nature of the universe is revealed to you. Light is vibration. The entire electromagnetic wave spectrum of visible light produces different colors. Colors are simply waves vibrating in different frequencies. On one end of the spectrum, you have red. On the other end, you have violet. Red has the longest wavelength and the lowest frequency. Violet has the shortest wavelength and the highest frequency. Which would make sense because red is an angry color. And purple is a color that makes you kind of feel good. You want to dance, and it's the color of heart. The color of pride. Bounciness. Stuff like that. A true witness delivers souls, but a deceitful witness speaks lies. In the fear of the Lord there is strong confidence, and his children will have a place of refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, to turn one away from the snares of death. In a multitude of people is a king's honor, but in the lack of people is the downfall of a prince. He who is slow to wrath has great understanding, but he who is impulsive exalts foolishly. So, don't get mad angry. Realize that, hey, when you're angry, your peripheral vision goes away. You can't see on the side of your eyes. In the front of your frontal cortex, your brain right behind your forehead, when you're angry, it stops working. Think about it next time you get angry. You can feel it. A sound heart is life to the body, but envy is rottenness to the bones. Green is the color of envy. It's the color of jealousy. Women breed envy. Think about it. He who approaches the poor reproaches his maker, but he who honors him has mercy on the needy. I will speak to a homeless drug addict the same way I speak to the President of the United States of America. Just the way it is. I don't talk any different to anybody. I don't care who they are. The wicked is banished in his wickedness, but the righteousness has a refuge in his death. The righteous aren't afraid of death. We can't wait to die because we want to go to the other side. We want to go where we came from and find out what the deal is. Wisdom rests in the heart of him who has understanding, but what is in the heart of fools is made known. People that open their mouth a lot, people that are just foolish, y'all know what's in their heart. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. The king's favor is to reward a wise servant, but his wrath is against him who causes shame. I gotta look up the word reproach real quick. Okay, showing disapproval or showing disappointment or disapproval. So the king's favor is to reward a wise servant. Oh, righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. Sin is showing disappointment to other people. If you think about it, yeah. The king's favor is to reward a wise servant, but his wrath is against him who causes shame. Whoever's running around doing things they shouldn't be doing, your anger's not on your side. You cannot control your anger, and I don't care if you yell, I don't yell all the time. You can be silently angry. You can do things silently, angrily, and still be showing anger. I could be talking like this and be showing anger. It's possible. That was Proverbs Chapter 14. Bible 101, Chad Dillender, author of The Talking Mushroom and the Tree with the Strawberry Door. Available on Amazon now. Out. Chalk another one up for the wall.